tribe. How you doing today? Yeah, here again. Yeah, here again. Good evening, guys. How you doing? How was your day? How was work? How was the family? Good evening. It's day 2. Let me put up our question for the day. What are we talking about today? Do expectations hi, good evening. Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. Do do expectations destroy marriages? Yep. Let us see what's your take on this today. I'm trying to put up the question. All right. Okay, guys. So our topic for today, or what we are going to be discussing today, do expectations destroy marriages? I would love to hear your views. I'm trying to wait for more people to join. Yeah. Okay. I wrote down some things here. In about 30 minutes, we should be done. Okay. So, some people, they feel like, or they think that when you expect some things in marriage, that you're too much, or when you have a list of things that you want your spouse to do for you, they believe or they think, oh, why are you expecting this? Why are you expecting this? Hi, good evening. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching from? Please use the chat box. So as I was saying, our topic for today is expectations. Do expectations destroy marriages? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Please use the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, so as I was saying, I said that some people feel like expectations destroy marriages. Yeah, they feel like if you have expectations, you are doing too much or you are asking for too much, and that's why I'm bringing this here tonight. That what do you guys think? Do you think having expectations, do you think they destroy relationships or marriages? Yeah, please talk. Oh. Use the chat box. Where are you watching from? Yeah, are you watching from? Yeah, are you watching from? Use the chat box, guys. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. Okay. So today, I'm trying to, or at the end of this life, or by the end of this life, I'm going to, bust that myth about expectations in marriages. And is that your expectations, they are not the problem. You expecting something from your spouse or from your partner is not a problem. Your silence is the problem. Say you want something from your spouse and they don't know about it, that's the problem. But expecting your spouse to do some things for you is not an issue. You are human. Blood is running through your veins. you are in this marriage or in a relationship, you expect that your spouse should do some stuff for you. You expect to be loved, you expect to be taken care of, you expect loyalty, you expect comfort, you expect a lot of things in marriage. Yeah. It's you're if you do not talk about those expectations, that is the issue. That is the problem. And those are one of the things that people or marriages face, the problems people face in marriages here, that you expect something from your spouse and you're not telling them about it. Yeah. Hi, good evening, Gabby. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching from, Gabby? How you doing? Yeah, we're talking about expectations in marriage. And the question is, do expectations destroy marriages? Yeah. So, as I was saying, I said that you expect some things from your spouse, but if you do not communicate the expectations, those are that's when issues will start popping up in the marriage. Okay, you're from Romania. Thank you for joining. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining. Please like the live. Okay, so I Ash. Did I pronounce your name well? How you doing? Where are you watching from, Ash? So we're talking about expectation. What do you think about it? What do you think? Use the chat box. Let's discuss. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Oh, she come to India. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, the goal is to be global. Yeah. I Sky Tech Forever. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thank you so much, Gabby. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so as we were saying that expectations are normal, I wrote here that every single one of us work into a relationship with expectations, right? Some are shaped by how we grew up, some come from what we have seen online, some are simply human seeds. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. So, a lot of us have different expectations from our spouses. Yeah. And I said that uh, if you do not express yourself, if you do not talk to your spouse about it, that is going to cause problem in your marriage. But when you open your mouth and tell your spouse, hey babe, I love when you do this for me, I love when you buy me a gift. Yesterday we spoke about your knowing your spouse's love languages. Yeah. So if you don't know your spouse's love language, there's no way you can communicate that effectively, right? So we're talking about expectation. Expectation is allowed. It's allowed. Yeah. You want affection, you want attention, you want loyalty, you want effort, you want respect, you want assurance, reassurance. That's normal. That's normal. It's normal for you to want some things. It's normal for you to expect that your spouse should show up for you, right? It's when you're not talking about it, it's when you're silent about it, or when you're assuming. A lot of people assume in marriages, you just assume that your spouse is supposed to know what to do. No, your spouse is not a wizard. They are humans like you, right? So you tell them, hey babe, I love it when you buy me gifts. I love it when you help me around the house. I love it when you send me words of affirmation. I love it when we spend time together. So you're telling them that will help them do better. That will help them to know that, okay, my spouse loves this thing. Let me do more. Thank you, Sky. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So the danger. Oh, so sorry about your mom, Gab. Sorry. May I so rest in peace. So sorry about that. Okay, so I wrote here that the danger of silence in your marriage. Yeah. I said unspoken expectations are like invisible landmines, and your partner doesn't know they are stepping on something dangerous until the relationship explodes. Yes, if like you expect your spouse to do some things and you do not tell them about it, it's like, you know, they are stepping on something dangerous. They don't know, because you begin to resent them. You begin to keep that thing in your heart, right? And you look at them in a certain way, you don't like them, you begin to resent your spouse because they are not meeting up to expectation, right? So if you want your spouse to meet up to your expectation in your marriage or in your relationship, you need to communicate what you want. What exactly do you want them to do? Yeah, what do you want your spouse to do? In the scripture, in Bible, even God says we should ask, it shall be given unto us. God, the omnipotent, God that sees our hearts, still tells us to ask. How much more mere mortal? How much more your spouse? How much more your partner? Speak to them, tell them these are the things I want in this marriage, these are the things I don't want in the marriage, right? And they would adjust. Your spouse, of course, your spouse wants you to be excited, they want you to be happy, they want you to enjoy your marriage. So when you tell them, I love when you do this for me or to me, they want to do more. But it's when they don't know what they ought to do, or you assume that they should know and they don't know, then that is going to cause, and it's going to cause a lot of problem. Yeah. So I started an example here that you are annoyed because he didn't call you, but you never told him consistency is your love language. You never told your spouse to always call you. You know, you're hurt because she doesn't appreciate your effort, but she doesn't know that what words of affirmation mean to you. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. A lot of people are fighting hidden battles, things they don't know about. Like, why are you angry? Why you nasty? Why are you talking to me like that? Why are you doing that to me? Yeah, they don't know that they are hurting you because you are not opening your mouth to tell them that this thing you're doing, I do not like it, or this thing you're doing, I love it. Yeah, a lot of people, they are quick to condemn their partners or their spouses. They are quick to pick on them and tell them their mistakes, but they don't use that same energy to compliment them. Yeah, if your spouse is doing something that you really love, compliment them, tell them thank you, tell them you love it. It will help them to do more, it will help them to do better, right? And if you don't like what they are doing, say it as well. Don't keep it to yourself, and then don't let resentment start growing in your heart, and then you guys start building blocks or walls between yourselves, and before you know it, one person explodes and the other person is saying, oh, I'm no more interested, and then you're wondering, how did we get here? What happened? We used to love each other, we used to communicate. Because it's brewing. It didn't start one day. It starts, you know step by step, day by day, little by little. You get my point, right? Yeah. Yes, when you communicate effectively, when you communicate with your spouse, you speak what's on your mind to your spouse. It helps them, to do better, to treat you well, to know how to love you. You are teaching them how to treat you, yeah, and you are treating them to love you better, basically, to love you better. So I read here, I said, what a healthy expectation look like? Healthy expectation look like, hey babe, so I'm trying to cite an example. So you're communicating with your spouse. Hey babe, this made me feel loved. Can we do more of it? Hey babe, I love that you got that for me yesterday. I really love when you give me gifts. You're putting something in their head that, okay, my partner loves it when I buy them gifts. Yeah. And when they go out, they tend to do more. They tend to, want to buy more gifts so that you are happy. You get me? Mm? Okay. Second one, I feel overwhelmed when this happens. Can we find a better way? Yeah. So you talk to your spouse when you don't feel right, when you don't feel good. I feel tired. I feel overwhelmed when I do this or when this happens. Yeah, so they can adjust, so they can you can help them to do better. Because if you don't know, they will keep doing that thing that is hurting you, and you begin to fight each other. Yeah. Number three, I said it is important to me. I want to share it with you. You know, you let your partner know, oh, this thing is really important to me. You're really passionate about this thing. If you don't tell them that, oh, you're passionate about doing something, or this hobby, you really like this hobby, and they don't know about it, they probably not pay attention to it. They just shove it off because they don't know. But when you tell them, you communicate with them that, hey babe, I love baking, I love this, I love that, I love reading. Yeah. When they see you reading, they tend not to disturb you because you love it and you've spoken to them about it. All right. When they go out and they see something that you can use for your baking stuff, they buy it for you and help you, to be better because you've spoken to them about it. But if they don't know, or you just assume that, oh yes, your spouse is supposed to know. Yeah. there was one time there was one time I used to love gala, eating gala a lot. Back then in school, we eat gala a lot, gala and la casera. Yeah. So I love gala. I love gala, but I do not think that I've ever spoken to my spouse about it. That I really love gala, or I used to love gala. Back in the days, I eat gala a lot. So there was a time, I don't know, I think we were driving out or coming back from somewhere, and then we saw this guy selling gala, and I was like, do you know I love gala? I can't remember how I put it, and he was like, oh, really? You do? I didn't know. I never knew you do. I've never heard it. And it shocks me that we've never spoken about it, that I've never told him. Yeah. And it was like, I see these guys, they pass every time. I could have, I would be buying the gala for you. But we had never spoken about it. He's unaware, you know. So imagine that I was expecting or assuming that he knew that he should buy me gala, or he should buy, or we are passing through somewhere where they are selling gala, and I just assumed that he should buy it, right? So that's what we're talking about. He's unaware, he doesn't know. So imagine I start getting angry and I'm like, oh, you passed that store, you couldn't buy me gala. Like, I don't know that you love gala, right? So similarly, there are things like that happens in marriages and in relationships. You expect your spouse to do some things for you, yeah, or you assume that they ought to know, whereas you've not communicated that with them. They are not aware. Your partner does not even know some people. Your favorite color has moved from pink to yellow. You used to like pink in school or when you were growing up, and now it has moved to yellow, but you've not communicated that to your spouse. They are not aware. So let's say now, your spouse goes out and he buys you a pink dress, and then you come home and be like, why did you buy me a pink dress? Like, I thought you used to like pink. No, I don't like pink. My favorite color has changed to yellow. You see, they don't know. They don't know. Another thing is, when you should update your spouse, when your what you used to love or what you love is changing, update your spouse. If your love language used to be words of affirmation, and it has moved from words of affirmation to physical touch, update your spouse. Always update your spouse, because as individuals, we grow, we evolve, become better, we change. Yeah. The version of you last year is not the present version right now, right? So last year you might like vanilla cake, and this year you like chocolate cake. So if your spouse knows or is aware that, oh, last year it was vanilla and this year they get you a vanilla cake, and you be like, oh, why did you buy me a vanilla cake? You're like, you used to like vanilla cakes, but you've changed, you've evolved, you don't like vanilla anymore, you now like something else. So that's what I'm saying, that always update your spouse. When you change, when you see that something has changed or is changing with you, update your spouse so that they can have the updated version of what you want, of what you like, and they can meet your expectation. Okay? I hope we are learning. I'm not seeing any comment too. I hope you are learning. Are you guys with me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So, expectations don't destroy marriages or relationships. In case you used to think before that expectations destroy marriages, or when you expect something from your spouse, you're doing too much. No, you're not. Okay, thank you, Gabby. I hope you're learning. I hope you're learning. No, so as I was saying, that expectations don't destroy marriages or relationships. No, they don't. In case you have that at the back of your mind that, oh, when I'm expecting something from my spouse, maybe I'm doing too much. No, you're not. You're human. You are, it's normal for you to expect some things from your spouse. It's normal for your spouse to expect some things from you, right? What destroys marriages is silence. When you are silent in your marriage, resentment, assumption. When you assume that your spouse is supposed to do some things for you, you're assuming that you ought to know this, you ought to do this, you ought, and they don't know. Those things that can cause problem in your marriage. Resentment can cause problem in your marriage, but expectations do not. All right. So if you want to build a relationship that lasts, don't just hope your partner understands you. Teach them how to love you and be willing to learn how to love them too. Yes. Learn how to give to your partner too. Don't just be a taker. It has to be about me, 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 me. No. In marriage, there's nothing like me, 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 me. It is us. We is togetherness. So as your partner is learning about you, or you're teaching your partner how to love you, how to care for you, you also should reciprocate. Yeah, love is supposed to be reciprocated. Love shouldn't be one-sided. When one person is doing the loving, the pouring, the everything, it's tiring, or it can be tiring. Yeah, but when you help each other, when you serve each other, yeah, it helps your marriage. You enjoy your marriage, it thrives, right? Okay. So yeah, that's all I have here. All right, over to you guys. What do you think? What have you learned? What are you going on with? Okay, let me read some of your comments. Chandrock says, Jesus loves you. He died for us on the cross. Trust Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesus loves us. Jesus is the way. Yes. Yes, he is. Yes. Okay, Gabby. Congratulations, Gabby. Oh, Gabby says she just put to bed. Congratulations. Or, did I read this correctly? Oh, not you just put to bed, is you're in bed. All right, no problem. Good night, Gabby. I read it the wrong way. Good night, Gabby. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe before you go. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Thank you so much for joining. That's all for today. That's expectations don't destroy your marriages. It's silence, resentment, assumptions. Those are the things that destroys your marriages. Yeah, those are the things that destroys relationships. Open your mouth and communicate with your spouse. Update your spouse. Whatever it is you want them to do for you, talk to them about it. Okay, thank you, Gabby. Good night. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. I will see you tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'm able to keep up with this. I intend to come live every day in December. If you missed yesterday's zone, go and watch. Yesterday we talked about what's yesterday's question? Do you think marriage is hard? Yeah, we talked about that. Do you think marriage is hard? Today we talked about expectations. So go watch yesterday's video, and then I will see you tomorrow by the special grace of God. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.